Right. All right, welcome everybody to At Together in Style for the Creative Entrepreneur for this Motivation Monday. Today I'm pretty excited to just share some ideas and information. I try to go live every Motivation Monday, just sending positive vibes out into the world, certainly positive vibes out in your direction, and talk a little bit, try to make a point during this live broadcast about creativity, motivation, and just being an artistic entrepreneur and how to move the ball forward and enjoy this creative process. I want to mention tomorrow I will go live again for Tech Tuesday. Let me give you a little glimpse of what we'll be sharing. Tomorrow I converted my Lumix G7 to infrared, and I wanted to talk a little bit about infrared video, both in color and in black and white, as well as infrared photography, how we're using it within our business and how creative it can be and how fun it can be. And so we'll be going live with that tomorrow. I hope you'll join me here at Together in Style, 11 a.m. every Tech Tuesday. Wednesdays, I do go live with Wedding Wednesday as well, and that's dedicated to all the engaged couples out there, as I have made my living as a professional wedding photographer for the past 20 plus years as well. I have a lot of great advice to share with engaged couples who are trying to plan their wedding and enjoy the creative process of doing so. So I will be certainly going live with that. Today, let's talk a little bit as the sand timer winds down and get everybody a chance to kind of find us here. I want to talk a little bit today about disruptive technology as we kind of start this. And I've lived in a world of disruptive technology for the past decade or so, coming out of the film era of photography into digital photography. I'd like to think I helped lead the way in some ways as well. One of the first studios in the nation, certainly, to adopt digital technology, utilizing it professionally in my studio with the Kodak 460 back then. Been quite a journey, to say the least. And here we are today, still doing digital photography, still enjoying every process of it. But yes, it disrupted our world as photographers in dramatic ways. And those of us that were entrepreneurs with it, who saw it coming, who knew what to do, who knew how quickly to adopt it, I tell you, it made a huge difference in our businesses, and it allowed us to grow creatively as entrepreneurs, offer new services to our clients, and do so many cool things with the digital camera. And now that digital cameras are everywhere and everyone has adopted them, it's up to us to find new ways to succeed and survive as creative entrepreneurs utilizing this technology as well. And so what happens in the world is tech companies, all the geniuses behind coding and creating these hardware products that are just absolutely tremendous, it's up to them to create the product, to create new ways forward. But it's really up to the artist out there to take that technology and figure out what to do with it and figure out how to grow creatively with it. And I think that's what we're doing here now as well. We're seeing live broadcasts happening. And make no doubt about it, this is going to disrupt a lot of things, and a lot of things are going to happen due to this technology. So I'm just going to mention a book. I try to take Motivation Mondays and also send kudos out to other people who have taught me something. And I read a lot. This is a book that I picked up while flying last year called The Third Wave. It's by an author, Steve Case. It's an entrepreneur's vision of the future. And I'm just going to dive in real quick to just one little section and talk about what he's stating here. The three waves of the internet. The first wave, was kind of the building of the internet, if you will. We all kind of went through that. I can remember the internet in its infancy, working with AOL and all those Netscape and all of those technologies. But we had companies like IBM and Cisco and Apple, America Online, Sun Microsystems, Sprint, all of these companies kind of leading the way with the building of the internet. And then we hit this, that was from maybe 1985 to 1999. And then we hit this second wave around 2000 to all the way to 2015, led by companies like Amazon, using the internet to pave new ways to purchase things. Companies like Waze, the app on your phone that a lot of people use when driving their car to find directions and new ways around things. With Snapchat, certainly Facebook, Google, Twitter, Instagram, all of the apps that we know kind of generated. People came out with new products, new ways to share. That was the second wave of this internet journey that we've been on. And the third wave, starting in kind of 2016 on, it's just a big question mark. And so that's kind of the answer. What are we as artists going to do with all of this cool technology that has been invented, that's at our fingertips? How are we going to use it to pave new ways as creators? That's the question. So I know as an entrepreneur, I'm always looking for creative new opportunities. Live streaming is one of those new creative opportunities that I'm excited about. It allows me to share creatively with people. It allows me to share my passion behind all the different things that we do. But there are all sorts of different ways that we're going to see creative people take this tech, take this disruptive tech, and pave new ways for us to share and see and change the world in creative ways. And so that's the wave we're in. I think this is a great read if you're interested in growing as an entrepreneur, keeping your finger on the pulse of things. Again, The Third Wave by Steve Case. Pretty easy read too. I think you'll enjoy it. So sand is winding down, so I'm going to jump into the topic at hand today, which is a little bit different than anything I've probably talked about before. And that is, there's an importance as an entrepreneur in doing the work. And doing the work is extremely important. Staying at your computer, working hard, figuring out who you are, where you're going with things, knowing your craft inside and out. I know especially as a digital photographer, there's a lot to learn at all times. It's ever changing. So yes, we have to do the work. But it's equally as important, at least in my experience, to take ourselves away from the work and spend time away from the hard work that's necessary to grow our minds. And we'll talk about that a little bit because I'm going to dive into song here real quick and share with you kind of a musician's perspective. Music's really interesting, and I'm going to use it to make a point. And musicians will understand this probably more than anyone else will. You can sit down and you can write a song, or you can play music, and you can beat that song to death playing it 50 times in a row, but it will never sink into your subconscious. It will never sink into your heart and mind until you take breaks from that song and come back at it. And it allows your subconscious mind to take over. And suddenly you get back to your guitar, you get back to the song at hand, and it clicks. And suddenly you can play it better than you ever could before. And that journey takes multiple times and multiple processes. So I'm going to dive over here and let's just have some fun with this topic before we kind of close it out. Grabbing my songbook here. I write a lot of songs just for the fun of it. I don't know. It's just something that I love to do. As you can see, I have a songbook here filled with lots of different written songs. I love creative writing, and we can put it into song. It's just that much more fun. So let me just, I'm going to have to switch mics. Bear with me as I kind of figure this portion of things out. We want this, we don't want that. Okay. So I wrote this pretty little song last week, and it haunted me for the longest time. I would sit and play this song, 15, 20 times over in a row and just could never get it to work out for me. And then I take a break from things and I go and I paint or I do something else and I come back to it and I'm just a little bit better at it, So use your subconscious to your advantage. Don't work hard at it, work smart at it. So I'm going to dive into this. I'm sure I will mess this up. It's a given 100%, but let's do it anyway. See, already done.
We gotta get paid to survive. So forgive me forgive me. Forgive me. I'm on 23rd and I'm walking west. City inspires me to be my best. Ain't no lie. My guitar sings in the moonlight air. Sound of her with the long blonde hair. Just such a sight. So forgive me if I play this song more than one time. Forgive me. It's that song about her. She's always on my mind. Well, I'm just a man, but I'm trying to give her a better life. And I barely have a plan, but I hold on to her with all of my might. Forgive me. Forgive me. And that's where I lose it every single time. But here's the thing, when I take a break from this, let's switch over the mics.
When I do take a break from this, it is allowing my subconscious mind to fill in the blanks and allows me to take it further. So the best thing I can do in this particular situation as a guitar player is to put down the guitar. Yes, I can play it 15 more times, but it will never come to fruition until I take a break, go paint, go do something else, come back, and suddenly the puzzle has unfolded because I've allowed my subconscious mind to take over and finish the puzzle. So, I think as photographers, as entrepreneurs, as creative people, we spend too much time beating ourselves up over working hard. We spend countless hours at our computer trying to get things done, trying to get things accomplished, trying to better ourselves as people, trying to market better, trying to get out there. When the truth of the matter is, the best thing we can do sometimes is get away from our computer, take a vacation, sit by the pool, spend time with our loved ones, go out on the boat, do things that are separate from our work, because I can guarantee you, you will find more success in everything that you do when you do take those positive breaks to move forward. Folks, don't work hard, work smart, do the work, but allow your subconscious to pull you forward. That's where the momentum in creativity and entrepreneurship happens. And music is the perfect example of that. I don't know of any other resource or any other thing that I do as a creative person that is exemplified quite as well as through music. So with that said, join me tomorrow for Tech Tuesday, talking about infrared photography, both color and black and white, and video. We'll do a little bit of talk about the infrared conversion, how it works, all the options. Join me for Wedding Wednesday if you're an engaged couple out there. I share tips and advice and ideas regarding weddings. So I hope you'll join me there. Take care, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day. Harness the momentum this week. Use your subconscious to get things done. Take care, everybody.